Bruce. We got Bruce Porter here live for you this morning with some financial tips, and we'll get to those right after this.
You know what people want? They want to retire with no financial stress. Not everybody has a good day every day, at home or at work. So once people come to the office, hopefully it's an oasis. Hopefully we can have the ability to create a little beacon of hope for people that think they don't have anybody to discuss or ask the dumb questions people don't want to ask. We hopefully are providing a service that, can build relationships with customers for a long time. And I often tell customers to let them know, hey, today we're just going to visit. We're going to get acquainted. And our purpose is to try to be a resource for them. Now, that might be something that we have available that we can offer. It may be somebody in our network that we can refer you to. I'm going to be taking a holistic approach. Once they know that I sincerely am interested in what's causing them to be in my office today. You didn't just decide, hey, I've never been in that building. Let's go by there and visit with them. So what's your objective? What's your concerns? What are you trying to accomplish? What's causing you to lose sleep at night? We always want to reflect that positive mental attitude and that positive atmosphere that's going to be inviting and not intoxicating. So we want the atmosphere as people walk in to be something they're going to remember, and they're going to say, hey, you need to go visit these people. They're genuine. You know those times when you provide the service, you know that you just possibly financially secured that family for generations to come.
Well, that was a very nice intro, Bruce. Wasn't that lovely?
Yeah, I didn't realize it was that long.
I didn't either. But it was
Sorry
good.
about that.
No, it was great.
What, like 10 minutes?
No, it was like maybe 90 seconds, I'd
Did
say.
that cover
maybe 2
me
minutes.
from birth on?
Yeah, pretty much. But no, it's a good story. It tells people a lot about you and your business and what's going on, and that's good.
We're very blessed. It's been a good run. I am approaching my 39th year doing this.
So we're looking forward to your 40th birthday party, Bruce.
Yeah.
Have a big old blowout. Bruce is 40, and
yep, that'd be. I hope I make it.
that'll be awesome,
Right?
Yeah.
But
great.
yeah, it's been a good run. My family's been in this business since the 50s.
Wow.
So it's the story is out there. My dad, my uncles, it's kind of a family business.
Mm-hmm.
So Bruce and his clan,
Just keep
we've been
rubbing it
doing
in.
this for quite a while.
That's good. I'm proud of you. That's awesome.
But I can tell you, it's the best I've ever had it right now. I mean, it's the smoothest. We've got the best staff. It's
Great partnerships.
It's running smooth. We got great partnerships. We're in our 8th year, approaching our 9th.
Yeah.
That we've been doing this.
At least a little trading back and forth of some stuff for about that time. Yeah.
So it's been good. I mean, that's been a long time ago since Bruce Springsteen was on Color 10.
Rick Springfield, actually. Rick Springfield. Yeah,
Whatever.
that's my story I get to tell
about
you.
I don't even remember that guy.
Yeah. Jesse's Girl.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Jesse's Girl.
Yeah.
That was his big hit. Yeah.
I'm getting old.
Maybe his only
Forgetful.
hit. I don't know. But
You know.
Jesse's Girl. No, he was in town. Actually, he was recording, amongst other things, he was recording a studio session here in town with my friend Jeff Smith, who runs a recording studio in town.
Yeah.
And Jeff got to do the recording for him. So it was pretty
that's cool.
Yeah, it is cool. So we got some slides today we can talk about. We're going to get some financial health tips from you, huh? What's number one?
Oh, yeah. 2023's here, so we might as well start talking about it early in the year. Here's an idea. I read this doing, some research for the show, and, it kind of makes sense. I mean, you got to start somewhere, I think is my point. So what if you took 50% of your money and spent it on essentials and bills, 30% on hobbies and entertainment, and 20% on savings and debt? I can see some merit to a plan like this.
Sure.
at least it's a starting point. If somebody came to me and said, hey, here's what I'm doing, I'd give them some kudos and I'd say, okay, now what can I do to help improve your situation? But, that is just a starting point for somebody to develop some type of a financial plan.
And I think that, one of the pieces of advice that I think you can come in real handy is, there are people that 20% of their income won't cover their debts. I mean, their debt service is greater than that. So they're going to have to make a little bit more of an aggressive plan than that. But still, the idea that you are budgeting well, you know where your money's going, that you're paying for your essentials, you're spending a little bit on your hobbies and fun because it's got to be there, but then you're taking.
You have to have the reward.
Yeah, and then you're having a plan to make sure that your savings is increasing and your debt is decreasing.
Right.
And that's a good plan.
And so it's just somewhere to start. Now, people have often come to me and said, "Hey, I'm getting ready to buy a house. What do you think?" Well, there's the 25% rule on property. Mm-hmm. Don't take your annual income. Times 10, don't spend more than that on a house. Take your monthly income, don't spend more than 25% of that on a payment. Now when you consider that in this 50-30-20 deal, that allows another 25% for other debt. Car payments, things like that, credit cards, groceries, all that.
Well, that's helpful. That's a good way to look at it, too.
You just look at it different ways, but you can really get into it. So you set aside money for things you want to do? Absolutely. I call this, you're planning to save. Your bucket of cash that you're going to set aside that you are planning to buy a washer and dryer. So you need to start saving a few months ahead of time. If you're going to take a vacation, if you got a graduation, if you got school functions coming up, if you got the desire to start your own small business, you've got to be willing to put some skin in the game.
Absolutely.
You can't borrow your way to success.
No, you can't.
Right?
People try. And
you can't do it. And you got to remember to invest in some hobbies and create good habits.
Well, Dave Ramsey is smiling at you for
all
of that.
Well, I don't see eye to eye on everything
Sure.
Dave Ramsey's all about. We were endorsed by him for about 11 years or so, and it got a little pricey when it got more popular, and so I had to bow out. But I like the idea of control over your finances.
Sure.
Too many people are out of control.
Well, I think Dave's point is, and to your point, I think, debt is a tool, but it's a dangerous tool, like most tools. And if you don't use it correctly, it's very powerful when you use correctly, but when used incorrectly, it can do a lot of damage.
It can do a whole lot of damage.
All right.
I think I've talked about this a lot, and people just need to remember, you know what? If you're on a fixed income, if you're on a very tight budget, be proactive. Don't be passive. Look into your insurance coverages. Look at your auto and home insurance. Look at what is eating away at your budget, and is there anything you can do about it? If you have substantial assets, you need to visit with us. Come to our estate planning workshop.
Oh, yeah.
You need to also consider an umbrella policy to protect liabilities that will umbrella over your auto limits and your home limits. And, when you start talking about an estate plan and assets, what's one of the largest assets we have? It's our family. When you have children, for goodness sakes, call us. We'll set up a child protection plan so that if you go out on a date night with the missus and you just happen to not come home, those children are going to go exactly where you want them to go immediately. And
we've even got options. I mean, it's low cost to do that anyway, but we've even got options where people can do that for absolutely, it won't cost them anything to do that.
That's right.
It's a free option if they choose to do that with any of our other estate planning. So, yeah, it's a good deal.
We got a workshop this afternoon. We got three or four more, I think, next month coming up. Yep. So we've started out the year, so come tag along with us and tune into K-ROG every week because we're going to hopefully have a lot of good information.
Cool stuff is happening here.
And we got some cool stuff going on. It's going to be coming up.
It's going to be awesome. Hey, thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you next week for more dollars and cents.
Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AE Wealth Management, LLC. AE Wealth Management and the Resource Center, Inc. are not affiliated companies. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal. Any references to protection, safety, or lifetime income generally refer to fixed insurance products, never securities or investments. Insurance guarantees are backed by the financial strength and claims-paying abilities of the issuing carrier. This podcast is intended for informational purposes only. It is not intended to be used as the sole basis for financial decisions, nor should it be construed as advice designed to meet a particular need of an individual situation. The Resource Center, Inc. is not permitted to offer, and no statement made during this podcast shall constitute tax or legal advice. Our firm is not affiliated with or endorsed by the U.S. government or any governmental agency. The information and opinions contained herein, provided by third parties, have been obtained from sources believed to be reliable, but accuracy and completeness cannot be guaranteed by the Resource Center, Inc. This podcast